Speak Now, Taylor's version, is the third installment in Taylor Swift's mission to re-record her back catalogue, following re-recordings of Fearless in 2021 and Red from the same year. As well as being the third re-recording Swift has released, Speak Now was also her third album chronologically. That's notable because seemingly the re-recordings are actually being released out of order. The album marks an interesting space in her discography, as to me it kind of is a little bit of a lull between the landmarks of Fearless, her emergence into the international pop mainstream from the confines of US country charts, and Red, an album that doubled her success while leveling up the songwriting with unique and complex arrangements. The album is far from bad, and actually it marks a significant win for Swift personally, who, after receiving criticism for co-writing songs on the prior release, opted to write this batch of songs without any collaborators. Whilst this must have been a rewarding process, it's kind of ridiculous that an artist as accomplished as Swift was at this point of the album, in the album's conception, should be made to feel that they need to prove themselves. But to her credit, she did it and continued a run of hits. Co-writing and collaborating is such a mainstay of music. It's literally why, no matter the style and instrument, the concept of a band is everlasting. The fact we have such a strange double standard that a solo artist shouldn't be allowed to co-write just because the songs come out under a person's name rather than some made up band name like the fucking Pigeons is beyond me. That's why I feel it's no slight on the artist or Taylor here to suggest that while there are definitely great tracks on Speak Now, mine being a favourite of mine, for instance, this album does lack a notable X factor. I mentioned up top about the leveling up on Red, and as a point of comparison, there just aren't any tracks here that have that unique arrangement of a song like I Knew You Were Trouble, or that lightning in a bottle spark of Love Story from Fearless, which admittedly is a track that Taylor wrote by herself. While I think my laddie and unnostalgic perspective will be driving this opinion, because I can't help but think lyrically so many of these songs basically sound like script treatments for cheap Amazon Prime straight to streaming chick flicks, I feel there is a grain of truth to it. If you ask the average casual fan, and I mean casual fan, outside of the US to name a hit from her pre-1989 era, I would bet you they'll point to a track from the album's either side of Speak Now. But while I will struggle with cringe as hell songs like Mean and Never Grow Up, I'm not going to deny I find Mine, The Story of Us and Enchanted to be bangers, and I'll be singing along with the lot. In terms of the comparison between Taylor's version and the OG albums, the reproductions are pretty, almost frustratingly faithful. I kind of hope the overbearing strings of Haunted would be pared back somehow on this release, but I suppose to make sure the album actually achieves its objectives of being the version fans continue to listen to for publishing reasons, it makes sense not to rock the boat too much. Or Tay-Tay just loves that soap opera drama production, but you know, either's fair. This faithful approach didn't stop them from quite rightly pulling back the almost Eurotrash synth production of Story of Us, and ultimately the Taylor's version album has been mastered to deliver a more balanced, warmer and less harsh listening experience, which is really striking when you listen to the two side by side, which I did for scientific reasons of course. Taylor has described this as her growing up album, and I think for better and worse it shows, even when given a new look of paint. But as usual, there's still a strong percentage of this record that's undeniable. It's a reluctant but honest 6 from me.